we have the fraud alert segment. Me and Connor are both going to pick two teams and talk about them, which we think have played well or like look decent so far that we think are frauds. Like, not going to be great, not going to give you what you need down the line. I'll allow you to go first, Connor.
Yeah, so this is honestly a team that I wouldn't necessarily say has been playing great currently. I think their record kind of, says that they're a little bit better than what I think they are. But if you look at like their schedule and who they played and kind of the scores of those games, it might kind of paint a different picture. And I think that's North Carolina. I'm a little bit disappointed with them this year. They definitely had high hopes. You have Vance Honeycutt as your main guy, but I think they struggled to start off the year a little bit. They're 10-3, so again, on paper, you're going to look at it and say, okay, that's not too bad. But I think if you look at the scores of their games and who they played, like they played at ECU. The second game got rained out, but they lost both games by 1. So, I mean, obviously, if you're losing to ECU, who's like a borderline top 10 team in the country by a combined 2 runs on the weekend, I guess that's not too bad. But you're North Carolina. You're supposed to be high up there. I think they were like a preseason top 10 team. So
and Sunday was at home in that series.
Oh yeah, it was. But losing a game to Seton Hall, who Seton Hall is not a great Big East team, and to have another close game against them was a little concerning to me. Now they're taking care of business on the midweeks, but I mean honestly, whenever you're playing like mid majors and midweeks and you're a Power 5, like your arms should be able to kind of take care of those mid-major schools. But so they're doing well in midweeks. Their weekend series, I'm kind of worried about them because they played Stony Brook this last week, and it was first 2 games were 3-2, 7-5, and Stony Brook's struggling this year. Again, I think they're going to be a decent team in their conference, but they're struggling to start off the year. So just having those close games against average mid-major programs is a little concerning to me right away. I think they're going to be a fraud this year. And by fraud, I mean, it's not like I don't think they're going to be a top 25 team at the end of the year, but everyone had really high hopes for them. So I think fraud meaning like, borderline top 25 at the end of the year, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree with you right there. I think they definitely have the talent to be good, which will be my only thing that I wouldn't worry with UNC. But
yeah,
I agree. Even after watching the ECU series, I was like, this does not look like as good of a UNC team as we've seen in the past. So my fraud is going to be the Auburn Tigers. I think just like watching them, their pitching isn't great. They don't have a real stud. And their hitting is a lot of guys that are not big hit guys. Like, they're just kind of dink, dink, dink. We'll have one bomb randomly. But overall, I don't think they are that talented, to be honest with you. Like, I think talent-wise, watching them, their arms are not great. Hitters, I've seen a lot of mid-major teams that have a better lineup than this. Like, I think the Auburn Tigers are the definition of a fraud. Because, like, if you look at their first series against Indiana, they lose the Sunday game, and Indiana's Sunday starter, he's moved to Saturday now, is probably their best starter. He's like 91, 93, and they didn't do anything against him. North Al being North Al. USC series was decent. I mean, they tied the Sunday game because USC had to get on the road, but it was a pretty even series, and USC is not great. Like, they're not garnering any attention right now. Beat them 5-3.
Below average.
Yeah.
Below average, and then back 10.
Yeah, and then I thought Lipscomb played them really, really well. And like 12-11 Saturday, 4-3 Sunday, 7-3 Friday. I thought Lipscomb should have won Saturday and had a good chance to win Sunday. They just Auburn just hit like a 3-run bomb, which Lipscomb's good, but I think if you're Auburn and you're the you've been to the College World Series 2 times in the past 5 years. Like, I'd be expecting a little more, to be honest. Now, I don't think that it's going to the College World Series has really helped their recruiting that much either, because you don't see many big Auburn recruits. Like, I don't think they have the talent. I don't think they have the facilities to kind of get done what they need to get done. I think that's what makes them fraudulent.
Yeah. I mean, hey, they do have 2 guys that are hitting like 500 right now. Back in their lineup.
Still Dink and Duncan. No fall.
Yeah, I think the facilities though is a big thing. Aren't they doing renovations to it though?
I would assume so. You have to.
I think they are. I think I saw that.
Honestly, that park kind of sucks. Like, as far as SEC parks go, like, it's probably one of my least favorites. You know.
Yeah, I don't think they have very much room though to work with.
Yeah, I don't know. Never been there.
Nearby.